Marseille, the city that represents France's gateway to the Mediterranean. In 1815, it was bustling with activity, with merchant fleets and ambitious navigators. In this place, the story of a young man named Edmond Dantès, who had big dreams in his heart, begins. Edmond Dantès, a young sailor of repute, was about to return home after a successful sea voyage. Little did he realize that what awaited him was not success, but betrayal. The first thing Dantès did after his return was to visit his sick father. Edmond was not just a sailor, but a young man loyal to his family and loyal to his friends. And in his heart, love was for Mercedes, the beautiful girl he had promised to marry upon his return. His happiness was indescribable when he saw her again. Mercedes, now I come back to you as I promised. We will live a happy life. But this happiness did not pass without arousing the jealousy of some. Fernand Mondego, he had been in love with Mercedes for years, and he knew that she would not love him as long as Edmond was around. That night, three men gathered together driven by jealousy and greed. Fernand, the rejected lover; Danglars, Edmond's colleague covetous of his place; and Caderousse, the greedy neighbor who did not care about the fate of his friend. Danglars, speaking spitefully, Edmond is a successful young man, but his good fortune has ended today. Fernand, angry, I won't let him take Mercedes away from me. We have to do something. The plan was simple: a false letter accusing Edmond of treason, of conspiring with the exiled Napoleon. Edmond's betrayal required only a signature on a piece of paper, and that paper was enough to destroy his life. While Edmond was preoccupied with his marriage plans, a conspiracy was brewing in secret. Edmond was ready to start a new life with Mercedes, but his destiny was planned for something else. One night, while everyone was celebrating Edmond and Mercedes' engagement, soldiers broke into the house to arrest Edmond for high treason. Mercedes, no. Edmond is innocent. Edmond was put on trial. Prosecutor Villefort knew that Edmond was innocent, but his discovery that the letter had been sent to his father, who was involved in Napoleon's schemes, made him hesitate. Villefort, if I were to release him, my political career might be at risk. I have to protect myself. Despite his conscience, Villefort decided to sacrifice Edmond. Dantès was sent to the dark prison of the Castle of Yves, a place from which no one would return. As the ship approached the Black Isle, Edmond felt as if his life had ended. The sea he had loved all his life had become witness to its end. In that castle far from the world, Edmond entered his cold cell. Darkness and loneliness were his only companions. In his small cell, the masks began to fall. The ones he thought were his friends were the ones who betrayed him. Now, he had no choice but to think about his dark fate. Why? Was a question on his mind.